Hey, welcome back. Paying full price is whack. Let me show you how to stack these savings. Hey y'all, it's D. We're in our favorite weekly spot, bi-weekly spot, CVS, getting ready to get into some amazing deals, moneymaker deals to save you a lot of money on your household essentials, your groceries. So as always, let me know down below where y'all are from, what the weather's like. I'm here in Georgia. What the world? I'm here in Georgia, y'all. And it's a little gloomy today, raining, but nonetheless, moving forward, you're never gonna pay full price again. All right, y'all. So like I said in my short video I posted earlier in the week, so make sure you're following me on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, because I mentioned how we got a freebie on our hands when it comes to our Nivea. This week, our Nivea, along with other products, if you prefer like the Eucerin or the Aquaphor, but it's the smaller bottles, they are $4.99, and for buying one, we're going to get back a $3 extra buck. So essentially, it ends up making them just $1.99. But with the Nivea in particular, we actually have digitals we can stack with that for $2, which ends up making that free. Because remember, you can always use extra bucks to pay or use those gift cards to lower your out-of-pocket even more. But here's the $2 digital right here that you want to have clipped. And maybe you do have some CRTs like I do for $1 off when you spend $6. So maybe you want to factor that in with maybe some more Nivea. But definitely a great way to get you some free lotion this week. All right, y'all, this next deal I wanted to do, but my store is limited on stock, so I might go to another CVS. We'll see. But our Olay body washes and like our Old Spice and Ivory body wash and gels and safeguards, they're on this promotion where they're $6.99, and for buying two, we get back a $4 extra buck. And then for the Olay, we do have a 5 off of 3 digital that is attaching to certain scents. But what makes this even better, y'all, on Ibotta, that free cashback app I always talk about, we have double stacking rebates that we can stack for our Olay. So we have these offers right here. Now, as you see, they do expire soon, so go ahead and add them to your saved offers. But $2 back up to 3 times. So that means if I pick up 3, I'll be getting $6 back. And then we have this offer for buying 2, we get $3 back. So that's up to $9 I could get back for buying 3. And if you've been following me, you know I've been talking heavy about this Fetchtopia event where we're getting like double, triple the points. You did happen to this offer for 5,200 points when you spend 19. This could be a great offer to stack with that. Now, I did previously pick up some other Olay products, so I'm already tracking towards that and just need to spend 11. So I'll be getting back $5.20 or 5,200 points during this Fetchtopia event, which ends on the 28th. So how I'm thinking the deal would work is, y'all, we would pick up 3. And initially, that 3 is going to bring us to $20.97. But then that 5 off of 3 digital would come up. So initially, you would pay that $15.97 if you don't have any extra bucks to pay. But sometimes with Fetch Rewards, it can be tricky when it comes to like the extra bucks and coupons. So sometimes you might want to pay it out of pocket. But you initially pay the $15.97, submit to Ibotta for the $9 back. That then drops you down to $6.97. And then remember, we're also getting back that $4 extra buck for buying 2. So then that drops us down to $2.97 for all 3, y'all, making them 99 cents each. But if I happen to get that $5.20 back from Ibotta, that's going to end up making this not only free, but a $2.23 moneymaker. Now, a lot of people have been stacking that Fetch Rewards offer at Kroger, I've been noticing. So I might even try to do it there because it actually comes out, I think, the same or even cheaper. So if you have a Kroger in your area, they have like a spend 15, get 5 off of personal care. And some people are getting like these and like the more expensive Olay. So stay tuned. I might go there. We'll see. Another hot deal you might want to do, especially if you need wipes, and if your store happens to carry the cheaper Honest wipes, which I believe are like $4.79, but nonetheless, our Honest wipes are buy one get one 50% off, and for buying 2, you get a $5 extra buck. So at my store, they only have the cheaper one at $5.79, but I know some stores have some as cheap as like $4.79, $4.99. So if you end up picking up the ones that are like $4.99 at buy one get one 50% off, 2 of them initially would total you $7.48. And then you would get back that $5 extra buck, making both of them $2.48 or $1.24 each. And that's worst case scenario if your store has them priced at $4.99. Now, if they're cheaper, of course, you can come out even cheaper than that. And then sometimes we'll get baby CRT. So always scan your products because you might be able to stack that with other CVS coupons that you have. But if you do want to just grab the ones that your store might have, like mine's, which are these at $5.79, then you could pick up 2. And then initially, that's going to end up totaling us $8.68. And then we'll get the $5 extra buck, making both of them $3.68 or $1.84 each. So not bad. It beats paying full price. You know you got that baby shower coming up. So let me know, do you have a preference when it comes to wipes? Do you prefer Pampers, Huggies, Honest? Or if you made it this far, comment down below, free and gentle. So I know you made it this far. And do me a huge favor. Don't forget to like and of course subscribe and follow for more ways to save. Now, this is a great deal to do if you need maybe like dish soap, or maybe you have some expiring extra bucks. The Palmolive, along with several other products like our Ajax, the Murphy's. A lot of times it also includes like the Fabuloso and even like the Suavitel if you happen to need the fabric softener. So mix and match between your preference. Maybe you want to get one of each. But with the Palmolive, we actually have $1 digital that we can stack with this promotion because they're buy one get one free this week. So like I always say, y'all, make sure you're scanning your products because you never know what you might have that you can stack with the deal that's already happening. But at my store, they are priced at $4.49, and then here's that $1 digital right here. So if I pick up 2 at buy one get one free, that means initially it'll be $4.49. And then that $1 would come off, so you'll pay $3.49 or use some extra bucks to pay. And then that'll end up making both of them just $1.74 each. Now, a little fun fact, if you already signed up for CVS and you have like your birthday, a lot of times you'll get a $3 CVS extra bucks you can use on your birthday or a little before your birthday, I believe. So that could be a great deal to use this for and come out paying just 49 cents for your Palmolive, making it 24 cents each. All right, y'all, now this is not a drill. This is going to be the week to get stocked up on your household essentials. We have this promotion where when we spend $30 on select products, we get back a $10 extra buck. And this week, the bigger gains right here are included. And as you see, they're normally $15.79. So they are $9.99. And we have a $3 digital. But what makes this even better, y'all, we have several different digitals. So if your store does happen to have the Gain beads, which my store is out of, those are $9.99. And we even have digitals for those as well. So we do have this $3 digital right here that will work for the beads. And like I always say, y'all, check that Coupon 24 app because a lot of times we'll have digitals on there that we can use. And I believe we have one for the Gain flings, which we actually do. I just scanned this one right here on the app and on the Coupon 24 app, and that one is attached to this $3 coupon. Now, here's a nice deal you could do if your store happens to follow the 98% rule. We're going to say this is the Gain one at $9.99 for the beads. So if you pick up all 3 of these products, which are $9.99 this week, initially that'll be $29.97. So if your store honors the 98% rule, you're good to go. But if not, stay tuned. I'll show you another option you might want to do. But $29.97, you'll get $3 off of each one. So that's $9 in savings. So initially you'll pay $20.97 if you don't have any extra bucks to pay, or like I always say, redeem those gift cards from Fetch Rewards for CVS and use that to lower your out of pocket. But $20.97 is what you'll pay. You'll get back a $10 extra buck, making all 3 products $10.97, y'all. When the Gain alone, the Gain flings alone is almost $18, but it ends up making all 3 products $3.65 each. You cannot beat that. Now, I can't forget about my Tide lovers. If you happen to prefer Tide, it's just that Tide is a little bit more. But we do have digitals for those as well. Maybe you want the pods or even the liquids. We do have $3 off. The liquids are a little bit more at $14.99, and then the pods are $13.49. But a great way to save $3 there. But always, again, switch it to your preference. So another option could be picking up the Dawn Power Blast. Those are $5.99. We do have a $2 digital, or one of my absolute favorites, y'all, are Dawn like rinse and refresh. I absolutely love this stuff, y'all. But we also have a $2 digital for that as well. But like I always say, y'all, the thing I like about this promotion, it normally includes several products. So I'm gonna show you a paper option you might even want to include, but you could even do the Dawn rinse as well. So remember, just make sure you're at that $30 mark before your coupons are applied if your store happens to not honor the 98% rule. But some other options could be our Bounty, y'all, paper towels, or if you need tissue, our Charmin. And we do have digitals for certain ones depending on which one you decide to get. So always scan your products. So let's scan this Charmin, which is $8.99. I think the last time I got this, it was $9.99, so it's actually a little bit cheaper. And we do have this dollar digital. And then for our Bounty, this one right here at $11.99 is the 6 equals 12. Let's scan that and see. We have $2 digitals. So if you do want to keep it like laundry related and pick up 2 of the game products at $9.99, remember, mix and match. Maybe you want to do one of the beads and then one of the detergents. But if we end up picking up 2 of those and then one of the Bounty paper towels at $11.99, that'll bring us to $31.97. And then we have $2 digitals coming off for each product. So this is what it would look like. And then when our digitals come off, $6 for the game, $2 for the Bounty, that'll drop us down to $23.97, getting back that $10 extra buck, making all 3 products $13.97 or $4.65 each. Now, how I'm thinking about doing a deal is just picking up possibly just 2 of the laundry products and then actually factoring in one of the Dime dish soaps and my favorite Downy rinse. And so with all 4 products in my cart, that's going to initially bring my total to $32.96. So I'm well over that $30 mark. But then when all of my digitals come off for all of my products, that brings me down to $22.96. But I do have a gift card I could use from Fetch that I redeem, and I do have some extra bucks I can use to lower my out of pocket. But worst case scenario, you would pay the $22.96, get back the $10 extra buck, making all 4 products $12.96 or $3.24 each. Not bad for someone like me who actually resells my products, and my focus is really the Downy rinse. But always switch it to your preference, y'all. Again, mix and match between the paper products and other items that work for that promotion, like our Febreze products, because we even have coupons for those as well. And then with our Febreze products, we have this $3.50 off of 2 digital if maybe you want to factor those in. Now, since I'm over here, another paper product deal you might want to do is going to be on our Scott products. Those like tissues right here at $10.99, or you can get the Scott 1000s down here at $10.99, or even the Scott paper towels right here at $9.99. But when we spend $20, we get a $5 extra buck. And I always love how it includes our Kleenex as well, if maybe you want to grab those. And I want to say for the Kleenex, we actually have a digital coupon, so that might be a great way to stack that promotion with that. And actually, no, I don't see one for it, but always check their websites, because sometimes we do get coupons emailed to us that we can use. And then I did also forgot to mention, one Fetch Rewards for the Downy rinse, I actually have this offer for when I spend 4 on like our Downy fabric booster rinses, I get back $1,500 or $1.50 back. So I would actually be getting that back for this, which will end up making this, y'all, just $11.46 for all 4 products, or $2.86 each. And remember, like I always say, if you're new to any of these rebate apps that I mentioned, like Ibotta, you'll get a $5 welcome bonus after submitting your first receipt. In addition to the cash back, I believe Fetch currently you get 2,000 points or $2 back after submitting your first receipt, in addition to the points back. So tons of ways to come out even cheaper if you're new to any of these apps. So I'll leave all of my referral links and codes down below in the description of this video, or you can always click the link in my bio and then click the Ibotta or Fetch link so you can get signed up. All right, y'all, now one more option I want to share, but I don't think my store honors the 98% rule anymore. So I'm going to say this is probably how I would want to do my deal, but you could pick up these items. The Febreze products are $3.49, and remember we have that $3.50 off of 2 digital, and you might even want to get some of the more expensive ones with this promotion, because those are also $3.49. But this would end up bringing us to $29.95 with these products. And then when all of our coupons come off, we would end up initially paying $19.45, but getting back that $10 extra buck, making all 5 products $9.49. But then remember, actually, we're still getting back that $1.50 from Fetch Rewards. I'm assuming, hopefully, for the downy rinse. So that's $1.50 back there as well. So that'll drop us down to $7.95, y'all, for all 5 products, making them $1.59 each. Now, although the $2 digital on the CVS app does not attach to this bigger one at $13.49, which is included in the promotion, I did scan it on the Coupon 24 app, and this $3 one is attaching. So that could be another option depending on how you want to switch your deal around. And then if on Fetch Rewards, we're getting at 1,500 points back, I believe it's up to 2 times every time we spend 4, then that'll be $3 back we would get there. So maybe I might factor this in. We'll see how close I can get to that $30 mark. And actually, y'all, it's up to 3 times with that offer on Fetch Rewards. So if it's recognizing the $13.49 price, but I don't know, because if it's going to take the price after the digital, then that means we would at least get it back up to 2 times, so $3 back. But if it recognizes the actual price at $13.49 and it's a limit of 3 for every 4 we spend, then that's going to be $4.50 back we would get. All right, y'all, I think I might have figured out how I want to do my deal. Now, it might be a higher out of pocket, but again, I want to get things I would be spending money on anyway. And I am going to be using my gift card that I redeemed from Fetch and my extra bucks. So I shouldn't still spend any of my own money. But this is how I'm thinking I'm going to do the deal, y'all. I think I'm going to grab these products right here. And all 3 products would bring me to $30.47. And then my $3 digital for the game would come off, $3 on the Coupon 24 app for the bigger downy rinse, and then my $2 digital, that'll drop me down to $22.47 for all 3 products. And then I'll get the $10 extra buck, and then I should actually end up getting back $4.50, $1.50 for every time I spend at least $4. So I'm assuming I'll get back the $4.50 from Fetch Rewards for the downy rinse. So that'll end up dropping me down to $7.97, y'all, for all 3 products, making them $2.65 each. Definitely going to be doing this deal, y'all. So I have a $10 extra buck, I believe. I kind of want to use that to pay and see how it all plays out, and then just put the rest on a gift card. But yes, I'm definitely going to do my deal this way instead. All right, y'all, you know I love showing variety. So another option you could do is like this. That brings you to $31.36. And then when your digitals come off, you'll initially be at $21.86. And then you get the $10 extra buck. And I'm assuming we'll probably get back $3 from Fetch for the downy rinse. So that'll end up making it $8.86 for all 4 products, or $2.25 each. Another deal I posted on my sneak peek video from earlier in the week, we do have this amazing deal happening on our canned tuna. I'm trying to figure out where is it tagged, but when we buy 2, we get 2 free, and for buying 2 we also get $1 extra buck. So I'll pop the promotion here up on the screen, but this might be a great week to get stocked up on that product as well, if that's something that you already spend money on. And again, use those extra bucks, those gift cards, to lower your out-of-pocket costs. All right, y'all, another deal you might want to do. Y'all know those lips a little ashy with it being cold, but our Carmex, y'all, they on this promotion. When we buy 2, we get a $3 extra buck, and they work for some of these cheaper single or stick ones at $2.09. So if you picked up 2 of those, that's initially going to total you $4.18. So you would pay that or use extra bucks to lower your out of pocket, get back the $3 extra buck, making both of them $1.18 or 59 cents each, y'all. And to make sure I do get the full $4.50 back from Fetch, I actually think I'm going to separate my transaction. That's one thing I like about the spend $30 deal, because if I just pick up this gain, it's going to track the $9.99 towards the $30, and then in my next transaction I can just pick up these 2 and just pay with the gift card and then submit to Fetch, so that way it's no issues with the extra bucks deducting towards this. So I think in the first transaction I am going to factor in the gain and my Nivea, and then I do have a $10 extra buck, so that should lower my out of pocket even more, and then turn around and do the downy Both of those, use the $3, $2 here, and then submit to Fetch. And for those of you like me who need the math, these two products are initially going to bring me to $14.98, and then after my digitals come off, that'll bring me down to $9.98. I'll use that $10 extra buck, pay nothing out of pocket, get back a $3 extra buck for the Nivea deal, which I could turn around and use towards this one, but I'm debating if I do want to do that or not. But when I pick up these products in that second transaction, initially that's going to bring me to $20.48, but then when my $5 in coupon savings comes off, that brings me to $15.48. So I could actually turn around and use that $3 extra buck, because I'll still be at least $12 for me to get back the $1,500 or $1.50 back times 3 for every time I spend 4. So I actually might still do that. We'll see. But I'm gonna use a gift card and just pay on there, and then I'll get back the $4.50 from Fetch plus the $10 extra buck. So couponing tip, always roll your extra bucks into your next deal to lower your out-of-pocket even more. But again, I redeemed a $50 gift card from Fetch, so I plan on just using that so I don't have to touch my bank account. All right, y'all, I did the first transaction. Just wanted to show I did get the $3 extra buck before I roll it into this second transaction. So let's go ahead and test out the second deal. Right, y'all, went ahead and checked out. Remember, I did the first transaction with the Nivea and the Gain, and that worked out beautifully. All of my digitals came off. I used that $10 extra buck to pay. Literally paid nothing before tax, or $1.20 in tax, which I just put on my Fetch Rewards gift card. And what I was saying is that Gain should be tracking towards my spend $30, as you see it is. Because as you see, it says I still have to spend $20.01 to get back that $10 extra buck. And then I did get the $3 extra buck like I showed y'all for the Nivea deal, which I rolled into this second transaction. All right, y'all, and then I did my second transaction, which I just rolled that $3 extra buck from that deal to this deal. This worked out beautifully. The $3 from the Coupon 24 app came off. My $2 digital for the smaller Downy rinse came off, and then there's that $3 extra buck. So before tax, I was at $12.48. After tax, $14.12, which again, I just rolled on the Fetch Reward gift card, so I still didn't spend any of my money. And then I did get back the $10 extra buck, and y'all, I submitted to Fetch, and I did get back the 4,500 points, or $4.50, because remember, I was at 12 before tax and my extra buck, so I did get that back. So all in all, y'all, I didn't spend any of my own money at all. I just rolled those gift cards, those extra bucks, and I have some points that now I can redeem on Fetch for gift cards that I can use next week and next week's deal. And I have a $10 extra buck that I can use as well. And it looks like CVS is on a 1-week ad cycle this week, so I'll probably use this for the new week. So if you made it to the end, comment down below, safe on all fabrics, so we can confuse the folks down below in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe and follow, and tag someone who's about to pay full price. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye bye.